each one teach one, man. He's about that. You know what I mean? He has like young students, and look, I just battled one of his students, Mace, and that dude is amazing. You know what I mean? So he's a great asset to the culture, you know?
You are a member now of Supreme Beingz. Right, that's your crew, and you came from just before that was Ground Zero, right?
Yeah.
How did I was about to say, how do you get down with Ground Zero, and then how do you get down with Supreme?
All right, so with Supreme, I got down before I even got down with Ground Zero with Supreme, because I was at the time I moved to New York, and I wasn't representing no crew. I was just kind of like battling with cats, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always loved to dance. I've always loved to battle. So it doesn't matter to me, crew or not, I'm always going to be in the mix, you know? So I was practicing at the Supreme Beingz spot. And, you know, most of them are Dominican. My parents are Dominican and stuff. So, you know, we had a lot, you know, related, you know, relations-wise and all that stuff. We were all cool with each other. And, you know, they brought it up. And you know, looking at the history of Supreme Beingz, you know, they started in 99. And they've been going strong ever since. One of the top crews in New York, you know what I mean? And it was an honor to be, you know, invited to the set, you know? And I got battled in. It was like 14 rounds, almost passed out, threw up, you know what I mean? Great. You know what I mean? But then after a while, I was already cool with Prizm from Ground Zero for years, you know, because he lived in Boston as well. So he was going to the practices when I was like, you know, coming up. And we became really cool, man. He's a really cool guy, one of my good friends. And there was one time that, you know, he wanted to rebuild his crew, you know what I mean? Like Ground Zero, he wanted to bring it back. He wanted to get that, you know, that fire back. And he sat down next to me. He's my friend, you know what I mean? Like you ask, you know, our friends ask me, I'm going to do what I can. So he was just like, yo, man, can you help me? You know, can you help me restructure this? And I was like, bet, let's go, man, you know?
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers. But we are against those thugs.
I even got a lot of some heat from my crew, you know, from Supreme Beingz, because I actually got to join down with this set, you know. But I was like, yo, this is my boy. I'm going to help him restructure this. And, you know, for a little bit, we had a couple prospects. We was doing some battles under the name and all that stuff, you know.
Right.
And my thing was, like, I'll represent, you know what I mean? And, but just, you know what I mean? Like, just know that once this is starting to get filled in, like, I'm going to fall back a little bit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And things was getting like that. People were coming in, battles was coming up, you know, and then it was just like a request of me being, you know, in the forefront, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to, you know, help restructure the whole thing and just like push it. And if I'm still involved and I'm an alumni, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the background, whatever it may be. But other than that, like that was the whole MO of me just being down with Ground Zero until some of the guys were disagreeing with, you know, with each other. And then, you know, things got a little sour with certain people. I'm not gonna get into much details, but then, you know, I kind of like exit my way out of it. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo, respectfully, you know, I'm out. It was dope being a part of it because that was like a crew that I grew up watching. And it's a crew that, and you know, the whole world is out here battling and having this attitude and doing all these routines and commandos and all that stuff. And they don't know that that came from that crew. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody was battling like that crew. You know what I mean? That crew kind of like set the foundation as far as like an aggressive approach and dominating the floor. You know what I mean? Like dudes don't even know. Some dudes be doing that with their crew and they don't even know where that come from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, people got to do their history. And that's one of the things that kind of like it was like, whoa, you want me to be down with y'all? Like I took that like a high honor. You know what I'm saying? That like that for me, crew, right? You know, for me, I took that as a high honor. And, you know, Ground Zero is forever. Like I'm forever going to be an alumni for Ground Zero. You know what I mean? Like, even though I don't represent or whatever, but like, that's, you know, if they need anybody, whatever, I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is. I have a lot of love for Bboy, Boo Rock, all the original members. And, you know, we're still keeping contact here and there, you know, but you know, everybody has their life, everybody has their thing, and their way, and the way that they view breaking is very different of the way that the people now view breaking. You know what I'm saying? So that's why some of them I'm not involved as heavily as others, you know, because they just feel that the scene changed, you know, for the worse for them. You know what I mean? But me, I don't know. I like breaking, man. I just like breaking. There's gonna be jams or no jams, I'm still gonna break. You know what I mean? Because it's something. It's a creative outlet that I've been doing for so long, and my body's already used to it. I'm never gonna stop doing it. So yeah, man, that's the whole story about Ground Zero and stuff. You know, we still good friends, we still peoples, but that's how I got in. You know, it was a favor to my man, Prizm, and you know, you can say I'm still in it, even though I've stepped out. You know what I mean? Like, I still feel involved. I still talk to them from time to time. So it's all good. Well, it's not. I can say it's not the same anymore because there's a media outlet to it.
Okay.
I feel like 90% of these cats out here, they just want to get the views. You know what I mean? Like that whole situation that happened recently. What was it?
In Texas. For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section. And to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace until the next episode.